The following video outlines the steps necessary to install a Copeland Scroll digital compressor using the Copeland Scroll Digital Retrofit Kit featuring the Emerson Commercial Comfort Controller. Before beginning any new installation or retrofit of an existing compressor, be sure to consider all system and component implications such as compressor clearance, expansion device, airflow, and controller wiring. Ensure that all proper safety equipment is used and procedures are followed, and that all relevant product manuals have been read and understood. To begin the installation process, the existing compressor must first be removed. Be sure to disconnect and lock out all power to the system. Remove the unit's service panels and connect gauges and recovery equipment to properly evacuate the existing system refrigerant. Once evacuation is complete, disconnect all electrical connections near the compressor, like the molded plug and pressure switches. Cut the copper connections and free the suction and discharge lines from the compressor. Undo the mounting bolts and the compressor can now be removed. Begin the installation of the new compressor by first setting it in place and inserting the mounting bolts. Fit the new copper tubing and valve in place and adjust the lengths as needed. After ensuring proper fit, braze in the new copper tubing. Make sure the new valve is protected from the heat of brazing. A wet rag is commonly used. Next, install a new filter dryer to remove any contaminant introduced while the system was open. Once the system is sealed again, begin leak test procedures by adding nitrogen, monitoring gauges, and identifying and fixing leaks as needed. Next, begin the evacuation procedure to prepare the system for new refrigerant. While waiting, reconnect all electrical points and switches. Install the 24-volt coil to the newly installed valve. An additional 24-volt wire is required. Install the discharge line temperature sensor, which snaps in place, and properly insulate it. Lastly, add the appropriate amount of refrigerant as specified by the manufacturer. You can now begin the installation of the Emerson Commercial Comfort Controller. The first step is to pull the appropriate wire from the rooftop unit back to the thermostat in the conditioned space. Once the wire is in place, mount the back plate. While wiring the comfort controller, be sure to record the chosen wire connections and colors. After snapping on the controller cover, it is time to head back up to the roof. Inside the unit, make the electrical connections, remembering to tie in the additional wires from the 24-volt coil. Once all connections have been made, power on the unit and program the Emerson Commercial Comfort Controller. You may need to change the settings based on the application, either rooftop or heat pump, and you may also configure the set points or program a defined schedule. The last step in the installation process is to check for proper operation of the compressor and controller. Ensure the digital compressor is modulating as expected and the controller is sending the appropriate signals to the rooftop unit. Now, reinstall the condensing unit panels and enjoy the added benefits of precise temperature and humidity control offered by the Copeland Scroll digital compressor and the Emerson Commercial Comfort Controller.
We installed the digital scroll compressor with the new controller at a local school yesterday, and all the pieces that we received in the kit worked perfectly. We didn't have to fabricate anything. The unit started up, it ran just like it's supposed to. That compressor can be installed when you're in a replacement mode. When we have a dead compressor, using that kit, it doesn't take any more time to install that as it would to be installing a replacement compressor. The benefit for the customer is that he would have a modulating compressor. The unit would then match the load inside his building. And he would get a new thermostat that's programmable.
For more information, please visit our website at emersonclimate.com/digital retrofit kit.